A+ MIDI guitar, the first and only true MIDI guitar controller in the App Store. Garageband comes with about 70 different instruments. You can use this to control all those instruments. Everything, drums, guitar, cello, piano, everything on your computer. You can touch this to start playing, or you can shake it to set up the device. I'm going to shake it, and here I can set up my guitar tuning. I'm just going to use standard E, and I can choose to use the accelerometer to control pitch bend and the key velocity. And then you can control the timer for hammer-ons and pull-offs. Right now it's set at a quarter of a second. So within a quarter of a second you have to hammer on, or else it won't detect it. Okay, and that's it. Let me show you this. So I'm going to control a Japanese flute. See, if I tap it really fast, that's a fast hammer-on. But if I tap it slowly, it won't detect it. It'll just stop the sound. So what is pitch bend? Basically, it lets me go up 2 notes by bending my phone upwards. The y-axis is to control pitch bend. Okay, so from 0 degree to 45 degrees, there is no pitch bend. It's going to stay the same. If I bend it all the way up like this vertically, it's going to bend 2 notes. Same as doing this. See, I went up 2 notes at 1, 2, right? But if I go like this, same thing. I just went up 2 notes. So you can use this to your advantage, like playing songs like this, like the Japanese Sakura song. Next thing, key velocity. The strength at which I hit a note. Flat like this, it's going to be very low. When you're vertically facing forward, it's going to be the loudest, okay? It's going to be very loud. When you're facing like this, it's going to get lower and lower. Alright, next thing I'm going to show you is modulation. It simulates vibrating a note on your guitar or your cello or your violin, or moving your breath in that way when you're playing the flute. Okay, so how do you do this? You just have to touch the string and rub it here. Okay, so look at this. There's no modulation right now. Okay, right now I'm going to rub it. Notice the note is going up and down very quickly. It's called a vibrato. Check this out. When I press this key here, it's blue, right? So I'm pressing that key. But notice if I drag it out, it still stays on there. It turns white when I get too far. That means I'm still holding that key even though I'm way out here. Okay? If I drag it too far, it becomes white, and if I let go, the key gets stuck right there. So it holds the key for me, which is excellent sometimes. You might want to use that sometimes. But if I drag it all the way far here, and I come back closer, it's going to turn blue again, and I let go, it's going to let go. Okay, so to do an A chord, for people with really big fingers, you go like this. Hold the first note, drag it out to the left, hold the second note, hold the third note. Lots of space. So anyone with any size hand can play an A chord on this program. It's very, very cool that way. So this will allow you to play songs like Eric Clapton's Tears in Heaven. Okay? So let me show you this one more time. So you can do a chord, drag it out, let go. It's stuck on that chord. I can play the C chord without using my left hand. And I can add notes to add melody. With that and a hammer on, let's play Eric Clapton's Tears in Heaven. Alright, here it brings us to the next tip. How did I do an F sharp minor right here? Well, I just put a capo on fret number 2 without you even noticing. How quick was that, huh? What did I do? I hold down this note here. This part by the sound hole, hold it down, and then swipe from the fret that I want to put the capo on. Now I'm on fret number 1. Okay, this will give me a capo on fret number 2, 3, 4. If I want to go 5, hold the next string, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last string, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can put the capo. I can put a capo all the way to the on the 12th fret, which is very high. so you can play about just about any song you want. Okay, doing a bar chord on other programs, even this program, it's not going to work because you simply just cannot hold all 6 notes with one finger on the iPhone. So this capo system is going to really help you. If I want to do an F sharp minor, just go on the 2nd fret, just do an E minor. That's an F sharp minor right there. Do the 3rd fret, it's a G minor. Okay? So to release a capo, just do the same thing, you swipe it again. Alright, so now how do you simulate moving your hand down the fretboard? Well, the bottom 3 strings. It's the same thing, you press down, swipe from here, swipe up. Now my hand is at fret number 2. Okay, all the way to the 13th fret. So which means when I press this key here, I'm actually pressing the 13th fret. Very high. If I let go, it's a 0 fret. So those are the only tricks I can show you right now. Alright, the next thing I'm going to show you that's really cool, besides controlling a synthesizer, which is the coolest part of this program, being able to play all the instruments, there's another function that's going to really help guitar players out there. Last night I worked on this set of tabs, Eric Clapton's Tears in Heaven. I inputted everything from this thing here into the computer. If you're a guitar player and you've been using Guitar Pro and using the keypad, this is going to blow your mind. Just go to Sound, MIDI Capture, and then when you're ready, click on Start Capture. It's exactly what I'm playing. So as you can see, this is going to save any guitarist a lot of time tabbing songs.